Alright, in this video we're going to be adding and subtracting polynomials. The only reason I'm showing this is just because some of these are worded a little bit differently, but otherwise it's the concepts are not any different from what we've been seeing. So let's just get right into the example, or the examples. I have two of them. And one way that you'll see these problems is by telling you, okay, there's a certain polynomial, we're going to call it t, and that would be this one. And then there's another polynomial, we're going to call it n, and we want to find out what is n minus t. So all we're doing is just taking this one minus this one. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll put both in parentheses. For n, I have negative 3a squared plus 2a minus 5, and minus, and then set of parentheses, and I'll put t in there, which is negative 2a squared plus a plus 6. And, well, I don't have anything to distribute here, so I actually didn't need the parentheses on the first one. So I'll have negative 3a squared plus 2a minus 5, and then I will distribute this negative. So then I'll have positive 2a squared minus a minus 6. And now it's just like I'm adding the polynomials. So remember, you take the like terms. I have a squareds here, I have a negative 3 and a positive 2. That makes negative 1a squared, or just negative a squared. So that's taken care of. And so is that. Maybe the a's next. Positive 2 and a negative 1, so that would be a positive 1a, or just positive a. Took care of that, and now just the numbers. Negative 5 and negative 6, that would make negative 11, and that's it. That would be n minus t. So n minus t equals that new polynomial. Another example, this one I think is particularly important. Just because of the way it's worded, some people might not remember how to do this, but it says subtract this from this. Suppose if I had on a separate sheet of paper, if I said subtract 3 from 11, the way I would write that is this one first. I would do 11 minus 3. Those mean the same thing. Subtract 3 from 11. It's kind of backwards. So that's the way that I'm going to write this. Subtract this one from this, which means I'm going to write the second one first. So p squared minus 5p plus 4 minus, so subtract this. Subtract 4p squared, that's still minus, not a division. P squared minus 9p plus 11. Once we distribute, I didn't write the parentheses on this one because it was the same case here where we're not having anything to distribute, so we don't need it. Once we distribute the negatives, then it'll just be like adding the polynomials. So we got p squared minus 5p plus 4 minus 4p squared plus 9p minus 11, and now I'm just combining like terms. So 1p squared and a negative 4, that would be negative 3p squared. Done and done. My p's, positive 9 and a negative 5, that makes positive 4 plus 4p, and then done and done. Some people cross them out as well, but I'm just checking them off. Positive 4, negative 11. 10, 9, 8, 7. That would be negative 7. And that is all. So just remember, when it says subtract something from something else, the order is kind of backwards. Otherwise, shouldn't be any trouble. That's it.